Dopamine is another neuromodulator. It's produced by only a small number of cells in the brain, perhaps a few 100,000, but dopaminergic neurons send projections very broadly, over almost the entire brain. The major divisions of the dopamine system are called pathways. These include the mesocortical pathway, the mesolimbic pathway, the nigrostriatal pathway, and the tuberoinfundibular pathway. Each pathway targets a different set of brain areas and plays a distinct functional role in our daily lives. For instance, dopamine neurons originating in the substantia nigra, or dark substance in Latin, are involved in regulating movement. These cells are lost in Parkinson's disease, for reasons we don't fully understand yet. Parkinson's disease is characterized by a host of symptoms, beginning with stiffness and trembling of the limbs. A variety of other diseases, such as encephalitis and certain kinds of poisoning, can also kill these same cells, producing similar symptoms. Since dopaminergic neurons die off in Parkinson's disease, a common treatment is to try and supplement dopamine. The drug L-Dopa is a chemical precursor to dopamine, which the body can convert into dopamine. This drug can have dramatic effects in Parkinson's, in some cases resulting in dramatic awakenings of previously catatonic patients. Unfortunately, these effects are usually short-lived, as L-Dopa gradually becomes less and less effective. Nobel Prizes were won in both 2000 and 2001 for discoveries surrounding L-Dopa, and understanding and seeking a cure for Parkinson's disease is an area of active research. Other dopaminergic pathways target other brain systems. For instance, dopamine is thought to play an important role in reward-motivated behavior and reinforcement learning. Dopaminergic neurons in an area called the ventral tegmental area project to many areas of the brain, and together with areas like the nucleus accumbens, form an important reward subsystem in the brain. These reward circuits are the target of many recreational drugs. Cocaine blocks the reuptake of dopamine from the synaptic cleft, thus increasing the time this neurotransmitter spends in the synaptic cleft and increasing the likelihood of exerting a postsynaptic action. As a result, cocaine turns up the effect of the dopaminergic system. The addictive nature of cocaine and other drugs is a complex but not fully understood phenomenon, but it's largely driven by neurons adapting to the higher levels of dopamine present at the synapses. One mechanism of such adaptation is the downregulation of receptors in the postsynaptic neuron. The effect of such downregulation is twofold. First, more and more of the drug is required to achieve the same effect. And second, not taking the drug, the dopamine system works at lower than normal levels. This means that in time, drug users need to take some amount of the drug just to achieve normal levels of dopamine. There are also dopaminergic pathways involved in other functions, such as endocrine or hormonal regulation. That's a lot of different functions for one neuromodulatory substance.